What's going on, Jerome's? We're here, Vikings postgame, and I things shouldn't have to be this difficult. Things shouldn't have to be this hard, and it's tough. It's tough. Like this like legitimately might be the worst I felt about a win in a while. And I know a win is a win is a win, and it still counts the same in the win columns. Fully understand that, but the way that the Vikings defense just sort of let Tyson Bagent do what he wanted, and the offense against, if not the worst, the second worst defense in the league, only putting up 13 offensive points. Yes, no Justin Jefferson, but I don't know, man. Like this one just feels forever unclean. But a win is a win. The Vikings are 1-0 in division. They're the best 2-4 team in NFL history, and we got that going on for us, which is nice. And also, obviously not wishing injury on anyone, but the Niners potentially with Debo and McCaffrey dinged up. That's kind of notable heading into next Monday, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Also, we'll see if Brock Purdy can actually stave off the Browns in this game. Who knows, man? But the Vikings get a win on the road, 19-13. It's hard to win a game on the road, and the Vikings did do it. Also, even though Tyson Bagent looked like that dude, Donta Foreman just came out of nowhere, just came off the bench, as what usually happens. And I don't know. Like the Vikings offense obviously struggled without Justin Jefferson, and a win is a win, especially in division. So we'll go with that, man. But it just felt like the blocked PAT and then Greg Joseph missing that one field goal. It felt like that was going to bite us in the ass, but it didn't. And we are here, and there we go. And again, I'm not on Team Tank. You draft where you draft, and this year's draft does have quite an abundance of potentially future franchise quarterbacks, but I don't know, man. I feel like the Vikings, especially after Fields went out, like this should have been like a 40-6 type game, except just didn't happen. Just didn't do it. But we got some takeaways here. We'll dive on in. If you got a couple questions, toss a couple bucks in the super chat, as well as we're doing my kid's fundraiser for her school. It happens once a year, and you guys are the best. Been extremely generous so far. We met our goal of 1,000, and I'm matching the 1K. So Margaret's going to win her sticker book again. That's great. And here are the details again. And all the Venmos and all the super chats through Wednesday are going to go straight to the school. So thank you very much for that. And if you don't have Venmo or don't have a super chat, shoot me an email, andy@purpleftw.com, and we'll work something out. There you go. But again, just blown away by your generosity. Thank you very much for that. So for the Vikings, the takeaways here. First off, Jordan Hicks, man. Let's go. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, the homage to Jordan Hicks. Hook 'em, baby. Is Texas back? Damn straight it is. Jordan Hicks has played extremely well this season, and he's been a tackling machine. He's been a great leader out there. He's a team captain, and had the interception, had the scoop and score, and it's really great to see what he's doing this year. So props to him, man. But takeaways, life without Justin Jefferson. So the Vikings had 13 offensive points, and they only had 220 offensive yards. Again, against one of the worst defenses in football. It's not great. It's not great, man. Redfield Weather, $2 in super chat for Marcus fundraiser. Hope all is well, Andy. Hey, thank you. Sheldor the meme god, $5. What's up with Madison? Is he just bad, or are other factors causing him to play bad? I don't know. Like it just felt like he got it together at times during games 3 and 4, but I don't know. Like the offensive line is blocking well, and Madison just seems like, besides the drops, which is weird, like he never really had a drop issue when he was the running back too, but I don't know. Derek Baker, another $10 in super chat. Hunter was a game record today. He has been great this season. Absolutely. Pay to kneel, man. But so the Vikings offense really stagnant. And yeah, you could say it's on the road in Chicago. Sure, always tough. And the Bears defense did get a lot of guys back healthy, but I mean, it was just a struggle all day, just like trying to get blood from a stone. Lawnmower Bowels, $5 super chat. Thoughts on Andrew Booth Jr. and Reisner today? thought Reisner was fine. Booth Jr. I didn't watch too closely, but yeah. Number 2, Flores did an elite job against Fields and Moore, but it looked like they weren't even prepared for Tyson Bagent, which is fine. Probably not grinding a lot of his preseason tape, but it just seemed like against Bagent they were content just to sit back and play off coverage and be soft, and really just gave them every opportunity to come back in the game. That was so frustrating, man. But Flores did a great job on Fields. The mush rush was great, and DJ Moore was contained. Moore actually got loose when Bagent was in. It's crazy, man. Also, lack of halftime adjustments again. And, I mean, this goes with Flores as well as Kevin O'Connell, where it just seemed like the Bears, I mean, their brain trust adjusted at halftime, and the Vikings did not. Offense, we talked about. Hawkinson, I don't know, man. Or Hawkinson had another big-time drop again on 3rd and 19. He had 2 minutes on the football, or 2nd and 19. Yeah. And it was just one of those spots where got to have that play, man. Got to have that catch. And, that's what we pay you for. And it's frustrating. The D-line needs to be a priority. I mean, the Vikings were run on again today, 162 yards total on the ground. They were getting gashed by Deonta Foreman. Darrington Evans also had some big runs. And it's just they need meat up front. And I don't know why Jaquelin Roy was a healthy scratch again today. It was good to see Tonga out there, but they just need bodies up front. I mean, Phillips is fine. Lowry is not good. And they need to get back to having the Williams wall. They need to get back. I mean, this is the franchise of the Purple People Eaters, man. Like how is the defensive line this bad outside of Danielle Hunter, who's technically a linebacker now? So, I watched the end of this Niners game. Adam Pell, $5. Would trade to get Thielen back. Offense needs help until JJ gets back. Nah. I mean, I'm really happy that Thielen got quasi-paid. He's getting like $8 million a year, as well as he's getting wide receiver 1 work. But I don't think that he would have been worth the $11 million that he was due this year. But happy to see him, getting some work there in Carolina. So you're paid Danielle Hunter, man. That is all. Where he was so damn disruptive, and he was constantly on Justin Fields. He had 2 sacks. He got 8 on the season through 6 games. It's amazing, baby. Martin Simpson, $100 in the super chat. Baby, hold on. We got an ovation for Martin. Give it up for Marty. That's right. Skull, I love listening to you, Andy. Hey, thank you. I mean, again, it's 2 years in a row now that Margaret's crushed this fundraiser. I mean, this park better be freaking Valley Fair at the elementary school. But yeah, Martin Simpson, you're the best, man. You're the best, baby. That's right. And again, love this community, love the Dromes. There you go. Jordan Hicks. I mean, Jordan Hicks led the team in tackles with 10. He had the interception. He had the fumble, scoop, and score. I mean, Jordan Hicks should be the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. We'll see. We'll see what happens the rest of these games. But had himself a fantastic game. Hook him. Texas may not be back, but Jordan Hicks is. Also, Akers needs more work. Where Cam Akers came in as a bit of a change of pace guy, but Madison's been relatively inefficient on the ground, as well as he's been a disaster as a receiver. So Cam Akers needs more work. And if they're just waiting until Akers got some more time and learned the offense, I think we're at that spot now. I truly think we are. Also, the Niners are beatable. I mean, you look at what's happened in the Browns game right now, and even aside from the injuries, like the Niners can get got. I'm actually looking forward to all of that. So that is it for the takeaways, and it's just again, a win is a win, and you're not going to stare a gift horse in the mouth. But I mean, the Bears are a bad team. The Bears are straight up bad. The Vikings are a talented rooster, and they've beaten themselves in every single one of their losses. And, the 2 wins, could you say that they're relatively unimpressive? Single score wins against the Panthers, who are winless, and the Bears, who have 1 win. Sure. But also, a win is a win. That's right. And the Vikings are a clown's fart away from being, 4-2, 5-1, maybe even 6-0. Right. So the Vikings, whatever happens against the Niners happens. The Packers and the Falcons games are both eminently winnable. So I do think that it's a spot where, hey, if we can just manage these next 4 games, maybe 5, maybe 6, and then get JJ back and go on a run, I mean, the beautiful things can happen, man. And again, This is not the draft where you need to be up at the top of the draft to get your guy. Also, I feel like the whole people's like, hey, we need to tank, get the number one overall pick. I feel like a lot of that has gone away with how Caleb Williams looked against Notre Dame. I mean, it was one game, but also it didn't look great against pressure. Anyways, but that is it. That's Vikings win 19-13. Again, thank you very much for coming along, and we'll be back with winners and losers. Thank you very much for everyone who donated. You guys are the best. Skol, production value.